Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back. I'm Pxy-VERSE and this is another day of Forge, the Forge. Okay, so let's start with this soundtrack first. So what's happening here? Yeah, okay, started. I've added more now, a playlist, so finally have more soundtrack. Maybe some are more creepy, space horror, I don't know, but that's for later. So we start with something which is more calm and relaxing. But the other are cool too. It's just that I wasn't certain if they will fit this transmission, but I think that will be fine. If not, I'll make some change to that. So here there's again, yeah, that was the screenshot. The thumbnail, right? So today I'm happy of the later session, the last session, where I was able to get very relevant events running on for this melt rig. So currently I need very much to reassess the melt interior, so I'm gonna make it more cartoony, because you see this kind of cartoon it struggles with realism, right? So I need totally to get these arcades in a more cartoony fashion, right? It doesn't need to be like that, it can be very different. But it requires the deforms, and there is a question about what should I do about the mouth hole. So currently the gums and the teeth, they are it's all connected, except that there's no connection with here. So this is a different approach than the universal sonic melt rig, which I'm using as a base reference for all this. And so far, the more I get closer to the solutions, the easier it is to have this more functional. But there are still many challenges to achieve, and some stuff that I want to have on my melt rig for this character is not present there, so I still have to figure out some instances that would have everything working. So let's check the list here. Oh, I forgot the chat. Very easy to forget something here. I have a list, but I haven't. Oh, now this thing is okay, finally. So this functionality is back for some reason. Now let's go to the list. So I need to see what I can do today, because I'm very late today to start this. But okay, so top and bot, arcade tweak, main tweak bones. Wait, oh yeah, okay, this is very simple. Okay, so let's fix that first. So this is basically, instead of having these central bones, so this will be sort of the mega parent, right? So it will, what I can do about this is I can get them like that, maybe get them smaller, and then I will, oops, this is dangerous. Then I need to I can get this one as a reference. I duplicate, so duplicate the other side. The parent is the same, that's correct. However, this, you see, it parents to that, but now I'm gonna change the parent and we'll put it here. And I don't want this to be exactly there, so I'm gonna bring this to somewhere like here and move this to there. And also let's get the how do you call it, the screencast keys add-on, right? This color of course is bad. This, yeah, the parent is correct. but I think this got some bone constraints that were copied. Let's check here. Oh, forgot also, same thing here. I need this to do the same thing here. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one is moved. Not that, this, this, and yeah, maybe more to here. This doesn't need to be really centralized. It's good if these bones are, if this stuff can be aligned to 3D cursor SX0. No, SX0. Okay, enter SX1. No, just move this like that. Yeah, something like that should be fine. All right. If those things were not that bulky, that will make this movement easier. Yeah, can do that. And so let's change this. Yeah, so actually this is not individual origin. Let's make this tall, bigger, and then I'm going to, yes, assess the bone constraints here. So this got a shrink wrap, nice, okay, but this one, yeah, let's get this value here. Let's apply it to all these bones at the same time for their same alt, this, alt, enter, there we go. So now they all should have the same distance. Yeah, I shouldn't be even checking, but it's good to verify. Yeah, I could symmetrize, but doing some things as we go. So here also the other problem here is these copy transforms of the control mouth, which has the same amount of this one. Wait, side. Oh, that could cause a problem. So here I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I got an idea. I can just get the copy transforms for this target, and so now yeah, so this is, it will copy these transforms here. Yeah, so it will bypass parenting. It has nothing to do with parenting. So now I'm just gonna get all these, no, just this one, and let's, no, this is not the case. I'm gonna just copy this target, this instead of, yeah, then these names, this is, okay, so this will be annoying, so let's change to 3, to 2, to 1, and yeah, they're gonna be done manually. This I should reset. Let's get here, so this is 3. No, this is wrong. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 3, this should be 1 and 2, 1 and 2, correct. Then this is, I cannot symmetrize them, it will recreate new ones. Alright, but that will fix the everything. What if there's a 5? Okay, this is just 3. Oh yeah. Alright, so 1. This was already 3, so okay. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, no, 4. 1, 2, 4. How come those things are I'm failing at them. Okay, these are correct. So now what it does is that this will, yeah, they get double transforms, but that's not a problem. Yeah, they just move too much. It's just that if they don't get this copy transforms, then no, that may be fine. Yeah, because the parenting they'll still move, right? So what is this? Yes, the side. Okay, that is fine. That is working. So no need this. But let's see if there's anything regarding other bones here. Everything seems to be working here. So let's change these colors here to something more important. I don't have a more important color for that. A shame. Yeah, I'll use these ones, and for, yeah, let's, so this will be confusing because, no, okay, those are not control bones, so I need here to just I'm dealing with the quick arcades. Okay, so select all by color here. Let's deselect these two. These ones will become a less lighter color, and this will have a stronger, more saturated color. So that works for me. And this color I'm not really sure about, but then anyways, I think here everything should be fine. It's just that I'll probably have to reset those. What's happening there? What is going on? Oh, maybe I need to, no? Okay, it's just maybe the positionings here. Let's re-enable all that and reset. Okay, reset. Okay, so first this reset. So resetting to the rest pose. This is like annoying. It can, every bone constraint, everything affecting the rig can make those things change, and there's no way to apply these adjustments to everything at once. So this is a huge problem with this, with certain setups. Usually common to, yeah, stretch to bone constraint, but overall this also affects certainly bendy bone splines, the sets, right? Okay, but then we have this thing set. I think I can do the same here. So for, no, I can leave it like that. That should be fine. They are different. It's better to differentiate. So so this setup for the arcades are done. So you see this moves the arcades and the lips. These ones here. This moves only the lips, and this moves the arcades. And you see, so if I want to do something fancier here, I can, even with that very inadequate mesh for this, I can still do this sort of manipulation. I can still automate this in some other ways, but so this is, forgot the stretch 2, what's happening? Yeah, okay, parenting. So these ones, parent there, and this, change the parent, and yeah. So here the same thing. The wave paint there is very no, it's not the wave. Yeah, the wave is the shapes, right? I want to simplify this thing because this is certainly not gonna, You see, I don't have good mobility here for certain poses because it's just that this is too realistic, right? I need something that is more adaptable to cartoon. We can do a lot of things, but that's already like this, but it's not practical. So yay to stylization in a very rational way, right? For cartoony stuff, right? So why I did that? So basically the cool thing here, one setup that I've made for automation is a new thing. It's not super creative, but you see, the arcades deform with the smile, with the side mouth. However, this is just this bone that controls. These are not doing that, but this is. So there's some stuff here that probably can be done better. Oh, of course there would be some problems here that I didn't. Yeah, works symmetrically, so the idea would be to have. Yeah, so this is why I absolutely need to change this mesh. So how to tackle this? I could have the teeth very extended, right? So when I do this, I wouldn't affect. I can also reduce the teeth will start already very expanded, the arcades, right? So laterally, so that would mean, yeah, that's aligned with the new character there. So that will mean that I should be careful though, because if I do that, it should maybe. But the mouth interior is something that I'm a bit wary to start doing it, because I don't know how much time it could take. It can be. It's a bit stressing. And it's also because I have to sort of destroy everything that I've made here, basically. Yeah, that took a lot of time to figure out properly, and now I have to say goodbye to most of it. Even the shapes of the back teeth there, I cannot sustain this shape. I need something that is. These teeth shouldn't go that far away, and if they do so, I need some sort of. Yeah, I'll still have this to control the mesh. So actually, and I'll have to find a way for the side mesh. So the universal sonic mouth rig, the mesh of the gums and arcades is just teeth. Actually, they are not connected to anything like gums and mouth interior. So it's all separated mesh, and this allows to have like a bag of flesh of mouth interior, which is a continuation of the lips. I've tested something like that before because it's widely used in mouth rigging, but what I didn't like about that approach was that the gums and the teeth didn't they like floating, and for me this sounds strange, but for a cartoonic approach that sounds more logical, right? So a lot of decisions that are difficult. I figured out how to solve something that would work, but for a more realistic mouth rig, not for universal sonic mouth rig. And now I'm faced with lots of problems. So it would be simpler if I just try to. Yeah, so I have an idea here. Okay, so I'll start with just arcades, the teeth, and see if that works. I'll skip the tongue. I'll probably have to delete the rest of the mesh, right? Because it's certainly not gonna work very well. I've disconnected the the mesh also here, because it would be better for the older approach. These connections are, for me, they started to become problematic, because then I had lots of intersections, and I didn't find a cool way to prevent that, especially on a face that is not so, yeah, it's stylized, but it's not very rounded, so it's not so simple to get this bag working right inside the mouth in relation to everything else. And so that this area wouldn't appear too much, because it will be, I have a solution for that actually, for not clipping, for not there is some shrink wrap modifier on that mesh, but this yeah, so that's not the problem here. It's likely I will not be able to reutilize this mesh very well after all what I'm doing. Yeah, it will be a mess, and since I've changed a lot the mesh topology even of the face, everything there probably it's not matching anymore. So all this is old, and mostly it still works, but it's failing a lot. So how to approach that? So this would be the huge rotake of mount interior mesh. Yes, so I have already, so that I've put that to the last point here, nearly the last point, because that will be time consuming, but I'm tempted to. So the approach here, just start, separate teeth from gums and mouth interior, start working on teeth mechanics only. So what that means is that do the full mouth interior reconstruction later if necessary. Yeah, mouth interior mesh reconstruction. Yeah, yeah, so this is the approach. So this new approach seems much simpler, so that's why maybe that, but it's still mesh model, yeah, remodeling the teeth with the wrist. Well, I can duplicate them, right? So yeah, I can duplicate that stuff, and just to maintain the reference if I need to compare, right? But it's better delete, right? I have, it's not that these teeth that I've made, they are totally accurate. I feel few reasons to have to go back now in time in that particular rig. Okay, so then let's see, solved. In principle, maybe there are some other details about the constraints, but that seems to be fine. Yeah, these things are moving, this is doing that. We can have some tilting. Oh yeah, that's cool. So we have a lot of control here, right? And so that is very nice. Yeah, so this is stuff that I need to work on about. This is why the older mouth interior is not working anymore. This was not happening, but then I changed the pivot point for these arcades, right? They were far back there with the previous rig, so they are far back here. The heads of these arcade bones, they are very elongated, and so more realistic approach. And here we have something that is more cartoony, right? So this is much better for making the universal sonic mouth rig to work, because now I can pivot everything here yes, there might be some way to pivot the bones from this head bones perspective from, but like pivot bone constraint, something like that. There certainly would have, there is likely alternative ways to change the pivoting point without changing the bones positions, but then the problem is that all that older setup was contrasting in a very bad way with the mechanisms that I needed here for the universal sonic mount rig. So that's why I had to change everything. So good, it's good to have good theory and it's good to go on experimentations, but it was clear to me that it was getting in the way, right? So here we have better rig, easier to, yeah, because I'm also simplifying stuff. So this will be yeah, so these don't have any, so yeah, if I can pick them both. So this is not perfect, but it's okay, it's dealable, and there's some versatility, so that's cool. Now, okay, next challenge here. Def lips bones rewave paint. Oh, okay, that will be big. So basically I'm gonna hide the arcades. Okay, control mouth, I can hide that. I can, oh, control mouth, maybe I just keep this one. No, hold on, just keep this one, yes. Then, well, actually it's just these ones that are getting in the way, so I hide them. And now, because this will help me posing easily, at this point I think I can just hide the, I have to make some protection measures here, so I need the vertex group here for the muzzle on the face, so hide muzzle full, I guess. Yeah, this is a good one. Hide everything there. Then I can also hide, so I cannot wave paint what is, I do not even see what is behind, so I'll be able to wave paint only this, that is good. Then for the selection I will select this and expand this selection. I think this is the amount. Yeah, I need to exclude this, so I'm going to, this is the mask, the selection. Yeah, it's double mask, right? Invisible, hidden mesh, not masked by mask modifier, that doesn't protect wave painting, but from wave painting, but hidden mesh is a true mask for wave painting, and selection here is also protective for masking that. And so here I can hide this stuff, and I think that is, we are ready to wave paint this. I don't think this is dangerous, I'm not even going that far, but I think I have a muzzle region. Oh, I have, so, but this is probably old, deprecated, so let's use this. Yeah, so let's start working on that. I see already where's the some mistakes here. This is why this is completely wrong. No, actually this is correct, sorry. These waves are correct inside the lips, but maybe this is, yeah, so I need to reduce the amount of waves there, so there are a lot of things to do here, but we must start. So let's check if there's anything wrong about these bones first. No, everything seems fine, so let's start this work. This is I prefer doing wave painting here than modeling addressing the model of the melt interior. Okay, so here I will be more careful about these exaggerations. I will have a lot of other bones to work here, so I think I can pretty much simplify this. Yeah, and it's not clear. I should, yeah, this seems good. It's like that in the universal sonic melt rig. It shouldn't have too much, except especially here I have more deformed bones to work with. It's good that it might be even good that it's not smoothed that much, but here, yeah, I have this to work with, so that'll be the case. And I will add, this will be annoying, but I'll have to add a lot of, let's make sure we got strong waves here, at least. Here, probably not the case. I can maybe just, yeah, let's do like that. So this is one. I can of course test. Then maybe more. Yeah, I feel like let's do something with the mix. Mix has a very good utility that I can fix a very precise amount here, and so I can use this value to have very regular wave painting, right? So this is one of the best use for this particular brush here. And then, yeah, it's just not good at blurring, but then we can use this one. Yeah, then I sort of lost some of the progress, but whatever. And here this is incorrect, but the mix doesn't erase, so this is a problem. It's one of its limitation. I think this is wrong. Yeah, this precision is not necessary. This is the locker for the muzzle bones that I'll have elsewhere. So here we see clearly some issues where I shouldn't have this. Maybe I can have this, but I'll take off. Yeah, there. So let's start simple with this different rest position here. It's rest pose, right? Yeah, rest position. But with this, the way I have the mount now, it's sort of easier to get the wave painting for everything. So this seems like an advantage here. So I'm going to blur this. Let's just check here. This reaches up until the nose. Yeah, I can have something maybe like that here. This won't, it's just some, how to say, the threshold. I like to keep those things organized. I hate chaotic wave painting. It's I prefer something that is accurate. It takes more time, but we can yeah, I don't mean perfectly logical, perfectly like mechanistic wave paint. Is not what I mean. What I mean is just, yeah, certain rigs require that, but this is for organic rigging, except for specifics aspects. Usually we want something more organic, but it's not because it's organic that it must be chaotic, right? That's different thing. So it's very productive, maybe not productive, but it's good for the waves usually to have a good organized. It's also, of course, we don't have time for that. People hate wave paint for good reasons. I'm not a fan of it. I was in the beginning when I was learning Blender and rigging in Blender. I was particularly interested in wave painting, but then I started to understand that no matter how much I wave painted, no matter how much efforts I put in the wave painting, it was not so much an artistic thing, because let's add this one, because of the skinning algorithm. So you know the artifacts, right? Famous horrid artifacts that occur on joints and all that. Then I had to study a little about that. And then I start to understand that, oh yeah, this is not, but this is not, yeah, maybe it's about wave paint, but it's not so much wave painting, I believe. I think it's just the skinning out, not just, but I think the big problem is not wave painting itself, although there could be a better conceivable method, right? But technical method to do that, the job of wave painting. But it's not about the wave painting exactly. It's about the skinning algorithm that deals with, it's linear. In other, I've checked. Yeah, it's linear algebra, and it doesn't operate in a way the linear blend skinning, right, and dual quaternion skinning. They do a poor job they may do a good job in terms of performance, but they don't do a great job in terms of realistic organic deforms or even useful deforms in a broad sense. So they are problematic, and but they are good for performance. So this what I miss to understand in the CG domain is how it is possible that we have so much, and this is not just about Blender, right? But Blender makes me reach this conclusion because Blender is pumping lots of have been pumping a lot of great progress on stuff like EV, VNex, I don't know, rendering cycles, I know a lot of stuff about performance of all those incredible things with new computers. And when I look at ChatGPT trying to learn something about how those skinning algorithm works and why there isn't a better skinning algorithm for all, like for because there exists many skinning algorithms. Blender just used 3, I think. So linear blend skinning, LBS, the skinning method, right? LBS, linear blend skinning, then dual quaternion skinning, which is the preserve volume option in the armature modifier, right? Which is just as bad as the LBS. It just improves some volume loss things, but it adds another huge artifact problem. I don't know how to call it, but I call it the warping artifact because it literally makes the mesh warp in a very crazy way when the deformed bones rotation reach positive or negative 180 degrees rotation on whichever axis, I think. So yes, and then spline skinning that we find on bendy bone splines, I think. Bendy bones, right? Bendy bones use that method, skinning method, I think. And also, yeah, bendy bones, right? Bendy bones when they are used with the spline key bone constraint, but that is still bendy bones, right? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure now. I just remember that spline skinning, usually we use the segmentations of bones to have easier effects. So I'm wasting a lot of time here trying to explain and doing less work in the wave painting. But there is... okay, so I think this one is okay. Let's check. Yeah, so I like the idea. I want more subtleties for the shapes, not for the anatomical shape exactly, but for the cartoony. I find this is a bit too... yeah, I need to sharp these waves, maybe one in relation to each other. It looks too smooth, but that can still be okay. So maybe it's because I haven't finished everything here, so let's try to get rid of all those stuff. Might be that we have some rogue waves here and there, but for now let's just... I'll assess this later, but for now let's continue here. There's a lot of things here. Rogue waves here, yeah, forgotten waves there. So here what will be, let's start with adding the waves on that, oops, not that, on the lips. I could improve the selection here, but we're soon gonna reach the bottom area. So yeah, should I get this one? I have in the Universal Sonic Melt rig, Kamau uses just the altar, right? Use just one bone for the side lip, and I'm doing the same. Of course the waves here are very bizarre, so I'm gonna change that. Originally I had two bones there because I thought that would be more accurate for certain expressions. So I'm not sure about that, what is best. It is possible that, yeah, both things should work, but I'm not sure now which would be the best. So I'll have to, for my purpose here, according to what I've seen on the Universal Sonic Melt rig, this should work fine, right? But it's simpler. Yeah, that is certain. That is simpler to wave paint, right? But we'll test. And here in the Universal Sonic Melt rig there is one less bone than I'm having here. So this is, I'm having this amount of bone because I want to push in the expressions possibilities, and that's why I'm leaving this, at least this one. So it seems to, you see, just some retake of the wave painting with some theory and reference. It seems to produce already starting. I see the change, folks, the change. This seems to be much better now, and so another positive aspect of, yeah, another positive point for the Universal Sonic Melt rig. So it's really good stuff there, but it's hard, right? It's rigging, organic rigging. It's hard to get all the ideas. So after I finish this, if I get this successful, I've added this documentation to the Universal Sonic Melt rig. I may try to make a tutorial or something like that, or a revision, not doing by scratch because that will take a lot, but certainly I'll address what I was able to achieve following both follow. Yeah, I'll show the variations that I've made. Not too much at this point, but yeah, the adaptations, and also talk more about the learning process that I had during that, and what I found that must be highlighted more, right? And yeah, that's it mostly. That those points, right? So here same thing. I'm gonna use the mix and find out some areas here that can receive a little more waves, and then the blurring on these areas, and yeah, and the corrections here with this. Yeah, I'm tempted to expand the amount of, but this is getting good, folks. Yeah, even though this is not, yeah. So the idea of the universal sonic mouth rig is to reduce the influence of bone to bone. So they usually, I'm familiar also with this with this approach, because I've done this on lips, no, not lips, but the not eyebrows nor eyelids rig, but especially that I do, but mostly the eyelids. Yeah, the eyelash, sorry, I meant before the eyelashes. It's not the case of my eyelashes, but of the eyelash of this character. But the eyelids, although I had a lot of wave painting, blended waves, mixed waves for that between the deformed bones. At the same time, I've realized that it requires more. Yeah, to be fair, now that I'm remembering, it's just a delicate rig, just as this. But no, there were more blended waves than here, so no, not a bad example. Partially good, partially bad example. So yeah, mostly I don't have a lot of practice with this. This is very common with automatic waves, by the way, because automatic waves, they tend to do this to the deformed bones, like put them. Let's check. Okay, so we have this line. I'm gonna push one more up, right? So for this one, there's a delay here, so I'm gonna risk this a little more here, and just one more yeah, I can use this one, fine. Then for the next, oh, I see what's happening. So because this one is too much for the center, I don't want to change the tip of the nose, but could be, what I can do still is try to reach for that, right? And maybe let's try something. Yeah, I know that's too much, but I'll just blur this, and that should be good enough. Yeah. And for this, yeah, this will be looking strange. No, I can just delete that. Yeah, this is better. And I don't know, this is strange, so maybe I can try. Yeah, let's do that. It will be very subtle, so it won't yeah, as you see, so it's fine. Then of course the more it's important, the lip region and the muzzle here, so I want to expand this up to, yeah, it's one more, so it will be here. And that's it. So then I can also push this up a little and blur. No, this is, yeah, this is correct. Here should I include the nose that I've put there? No, I don't. I can stop by here, that should be fine. And so here just wanted to include more there, to push more, but the blurring is doing the opposite that I want. It is dissolving those. Let's try this average. No, also not doing very well here. So this is where a mix, I think, is the best. So if I Shift X here, let's just push this up. Yeah, so something like that. And from this we blur. And can have some here. Yeah, this is good. All right. Accidentally my elbow touched the keyboard. All right. Good. So I think this one is done. What about the lips here? Just checking. This part seems, yeah, just blurring this to make sure. Okay, this seems good. Next would be, yeah, so finally we reach. Yeah, I'm really liking this. So this is very, very positive to the idea of the universal sonic mouth rig. So yeah, you see this corner, so it's still very smooth. There isn't a, I think there is a sharpening thing, isn't there? Level, add some. Just in case, let's test that. Is there some opposite of it? Would be maybe factor. No, this doesn't seem to provide any means of sharpening because it's called smooth. So I have no idea what this is. This seems to be something like a sharpener, but doesn't look very clear. Yes, this sharpens, but it's weird. Seems very difficult to control. But it does sharp, so if I use this on a smooth, yeah, but then I've lost a lot of things, right? So alright, I'm gonna check here how to sharp automation Blender wave paint, how to sharpen wave paint. Yeah, is there, how do you smooth, or how do you change the, how do you wave paint, how do you sharp the sharp edge near another sharp. Ah, there, maybe this. Can you hard edge smooth wave paint like you can vertex parent? Since if you mask a wave paint or then vertex radial curves, I'm trying to. No, it will unless enough Joe range. Not sure about that. Yeah, I think you could make texture that's. I have no idea what they're talking about. So sharp, okay, sharp waves instead of smooth. Who looks for sharp waves? So yeah, it's all, no one wants what I want. Opposite of smooth waves, sharp. Maybe there's something in the documentation here. This is the wrong thing. Yeah, so basically I think I have found the, oh maybe, yeah, this is good. Wave menu, sample waves, no, normalize all, no, normalize no, invert no, smooth wave smooth, this is old, no, this is actually actual generate waves, so it's that automatic with empty. Okay, so nothing, maybe there's more. No, never mind. So sorry folks, nothing here to see. Couldn't find any relevant thing here, but in principle looks like this quantize sort of does the trick, but it's too brutal. Levels, oh, levels, what is that? Gain, okay, maybe this can offset. Okay, so this is the expand contract. This is the way to go. Yeah folks, so basically this I can probably do a sequence of stuff, so it could be like maybe the quantize, then the levels, yeah, something like that. So it will be annoying, but so I can make the test. So what if I pick multiple bones? Yes, I can try that for all the bones at the same time. But for now, the main question is just to get these waves appropriated for each bone. So that's just what matters now. So yeah, let's blur this. Okay, this seems to be good, but maybe it's too much. And that, yeah, so here let's use the mix. I don't want this amount, so let's, yeah, this will be a matter of blurring, but here I really want, yeah, that can have some waves here, but that's about it, no more. And here let's blur this, and aha, the continuation here, so let's add some more, and that will be the last one. Is that correct? This is okay, this one is the last one before, so one more step up here. So there, and there, so this reaches up to here. Yeah, this is bad, but that's... So this is the extent to which I can reach. That seems maybe here. Yeah, let's do that. And good, I think that's fine. Now this one is time for... These are so old, they are even... No, these are not so old to the point of that I've changed the mesh topology, and then I think I had upgraded this at least at that condition, so they are not that old, but they seem very incorrect now in this new approach. So so it's not this bone, it's this, and yeah, this is very bad. Here also have a lot of work to do to fix this. Alright, so first let's reset the pose and make sure that the inside of the lips are indeed, the side of the lips actually are, yeah, so strong waves here. Is that correct? And here I want also some, we'll start strong, then we'll start reducing later. So this rig for the lips, the side is just, the side of the lips is just, yeah, it's here. So I need to find these ones, and there they are. So Control X at maximum. I need to be mapping this out because cannot. Okay, so this is correct. I found already. So let's take out all these waves here. Very roguish. Here I want, of course, some influence, but not with that amount of waves. So this is very, yeah, this is horrible, but I'm not touching this yet, but it can be affecting the rig. So yeah, let's the displaying. So yeah, let's delete some stuff here, simplify this rig, and there'll be rogue waves outside. Yeah, making some clean up here should be okay. All right, good. Let's go back here and yeah, this one. So now I can track. All right, so I want maximum waves there, and the rest is to be checked. So I don't want here. This is of course absurd. This is not required. What I can have to is to maybe start working like that. Then here let's reduce to much lower. Then here even lower. It seems too much. What's happening? What is... This is failing. I was changing the string, I think. Control F, Shift F, no, Control F. What is happening to the... That it's... Oh, it's just some vertices that are not... This vertex, for some reason, it doesn't want to be... They are resilient. For that we can always use some... Yeah, there's something weird about this mesh here for wave painting, but that's... Sometimes these crazy things happen. The best strategy here is the radial. The radial, this new feature, is the game changer. It is not affected by the mad stuff that happened. It really gets... it really affects the closest verts in a very strong way, so it ignores some issues of the viewport in relation to wave painting. Here I think I've got something wrong, so let's regain some waves here. Here let's augment a little, and here we can so here I'm getting this difficulty which is pretty annoying, but that's okay. Eventually we achieve what we want, and here I must be very attentions about this area, because the side lifts, yes, okay, so we see that so here it's, of course, this is happening because I need more blended waves, at least some more there. So here can be done, I think, just this can be achieved with this. And let's compare here the top. Yes, okay, it reaches there, except that this one we can expand these waves here. I want stronger. Here for this part let's blur more. I think that will be important. And there, and I want to try to reach the corners there, and this the cheekbone, I need to reach the cheekbone there, but not with that amount, of course. that seems to be good. Yes, so see how the mesh is moving? It's articulating well in terms of proportions, so it's like proportional posing, right? Proportional editing. So this, it's a bit strange there how it is moving, but or shaped, but this can be probably corrected. So this is the happens naturally with good wave painting, right? Just blur, but we need to pay attention though, right? It's not simple. It's not that simple if we want precision. So Control X. There's a lot, so let's even one more. And now the blurring of this other. And so here the same thing. Let's try to. And I'm going to, yeah, and then this part, the lips, very important here. Do that more or less symmetrically, these choices, and something like that should be working. And not mix but add. Let's delete, not from the back side of the face, it doesn't work in the, at least not in the way I'm doing. And here, okay, I can reach this for the back side, that seems fine. Okay, so I'll leave that. I don't know the rest, so I'm just gonna do some later some inversion and check if everything is fine. So here I need to okay, so you see the blended waves, very subtle, reaches the side. So this means that this should be very subtle here. So this is like the last one. So I'm gonna try to reach, make this reach like until here. And then this all goes like that. And here, of course, let's delete that and blur the, if there's anything. Now that seems to be fine except for this, right? Then no, this was incorrect. Yeah, this was incorrect, so I need to take off this, and I guess this, yeah, there we go. And the rest is blurred apparently, so that's good enough. So this is the last one, so it just needs to be blurred. I can blur this a lot for now, we'll address that later. And here this seems to be yeah, because I have this one. This is very strange how the, I have to compare with the top. Yeah, so this is a bit confusing, so what I'm gonna do is just try to do some radical changes here. Then we'll try to, I don't know what's happening there, some clipping of the, yeah, let's reset the pose. Yeah, of course, the, since I've lost some wave painting there, so let's work on this better. So here, yeah, of course, some mistakes, so maximum waves here, I guess. So here one, it gets waves on two vertices, yeah, so the side one, so this is already from the side lip. Yeah, so two vertices, so there we go. So this will be, I'm not sure if they are symmetrical, the amount, the subdivisions. So this is something to I could count right now, but I won't, because even it doesn't really matter for now. Let's delete this, take this off, and this could be a very blurred, could be this edge, right? Yeah, so we have one edge here, another edge here. If they don't match, I can start to solve that later. So what I just need here is to get the mix, and let's get like no, Shift X here. Let's see. So this verse has this amount. I'm gonna try to bring it. Yeah, so here I can probably reduce here. Let's do that. Here I'm gonna continue, but reduce a little more. And then just blurring should be fine. And yeah, maybe more than there we go. So you have good deforms there, and but there's some problem there. I think more waves there maybe. Let's try this. Oh, also here we need more influence here. That should be fine. Let's look at this. Yeah, it sounds favorable to have some smoother region there. This seems to be okay. Something happening here, but this is probably because of the horrid waves that are operating right to its colleague, right at its side. So here we can do the same thing. So the center one is here. We sort of ignore the center one, but we want some waves here. And as for comparing those two, where it starts there is the last. Yeah, the last for this one is the okay, so this will be the last for this one, so it can have some blended waves here. It's already doing that, so here is perfect already, and it stops there. So this is here we can blur a lot. Yeah, this will revise, but then these add maximum waves here to the lips, so they be regular in these deforms. And also here we can have some more, not sure if that, yeah, that should be okay for now, just like that. So maybe this is too strong, but it should be blurring more, reducing more these waves. It's not really working. I wish blur had more strain on itself, so sometimes. And so here, alright, then I can pick this and maybe proceed with the mix here to try to see which Shift X, not Control X. So yes, this value here I can put it here. Then let's see what was the next, Shift X. So this one is about, yeah, so it starts to be reduced highly as it approaches the end, but then this is reaching for the chin already, so maybe it's better that we have stronger waves here for this bone on this lower region. Here I would like to blur more, but it's not helping, so let's try to do something like that, and then blurring, so something like that. And okay, so and for some reason the soundtrack stopped totally. I have a list, so why it's not playing? Yeah, all this stuff.
Você tá vendo vídeo de uma escova de dente tocando Billie Eilish.
Alright, and why it start here? Let's get it here. Alright, so this is, maybe we can make it call it sci-fi music. At least that's what it inspires me. Okay, so this one is finally the last bone. The rest is being symmetrized automatically because I have mirror modifier on. Here 2 very high, so red. So we'll just get, yeah, I can use the mix here, it's fine. So this for the lips, and that's it. And also I can get this moved down, wave paint this. This is already the opposite side, so I think yeah, I can paint that. This is the mirrored side, and here of course, so I can have the reference of the other side, so I can try to expand here a little more, because so I have more control over the chin. Maybe, I don't know, I suspect that can have some usefulness for the posings, but not sure. So here okay, so the last is there, so there's another, so here that will be the last one, and so there we go. And so here we need more, and I need to expand the amount of, alright, good. So I think this is done for the wave painting of the lips, right? Let's see how this is working. Of course we can't do anything, right? Whatever we want, it will break the, let's see if we can shape something of interest. I don't have the angular shape there, this too much smoothing thing, but see some problems. No, this is just because these bones are not moving, so I have some limitations here on the control rig. Probably can be solved. How can I, yeah, so fortunately these kind of expressions should be achieved with pose assets. So yeah, so having too many bones maybe is actually bad for the what I really want to achieve in cartoony meanings, because not only it will take a lot, so this freedom, excessive freedom, is actually perhaps not practical, not so I love this sound, this music there. Yeah, you see why. So it's not super practical. Sometimes I tend to think that more is better in rigging, but I'm starting to get convinced that this is a bad joke. Not even a joke, but it's a bad approach for, it's like more features is better. No, sometimes this is the reason why things go wrong. So right now this is not working very well. I suspect the problem is that the wave painting of this, I'll have to merge them. There are some ways to do that. It doesn't, it's a feature that is sort of like, so I'm not gonna approach this here. Wave mix modifier, it's an applied wave mix modifier that should work, but it's confusing. I'm not gonna bother right now. So I'll test this later on my own, but because it's not enough to delete the bone, I have to write join vertex groups, and there's not an operator for that, I think. So instead I'm going to address other problems that I'm having. So currently, yes, so lack of automation here, of course, we see. We have automations here. Transform melt up. What is this? Oh, there is some. They were ready. These shrink crabs, I doubt they are crazy. Okay, I saved all those times. Alright, so let's see if that's true. I'll just enable this one. No, I don't believe it. This doesn't create. This doesn't create a dependency cycle. Yeah, it doesn't. Ah, okay, so maybe it's a wrong conception that I had about, because of the ice rig that I used to do, so I had problems with, maybe it was another thing. But it's very weird that this is not. So what does that means is that if I can enable those shrink crabs bone constraints, so all these bones are being now shrink wrapped to the, so the bones themselves are being shrink wrapped to the, to a face that is. Oh, I see. This is not happening because, of course, there's no wave painting. Yeah, they are. So this is funny, but it's not. It's good for certain control reasons, but I think the reason why these bones are, this is not causing the dependency cycle is because the shrink wrapping system is not properly set. But you see, it's very easy to pose if the bones are shrink wrapped. They will follow the shape of, not this one, but the one. So even if I push that here, wait, how is this possible? It's not respecting the shrink wrapping feature. Ah, the parenting is stronger than the shrink wrap. Interesting. No, hold on. What's? Yes, indeed, they can push them, but let's try again. Oh, outside, of course, outside. Okay, they can go to the outside, but I can change that also. So this, yeah, I can do that. So let's try something different. Outside surface. So now they won't go. This can be bad, but sometimes we want them to go outside. Anyways, now, but the reason why this is not creating dependency cycles is just because, let's make a save here. BG, today is day 4, BGBH. How to call that? Yeah, wave. Where are wave paint lips, whatever. So here, just to set a difference in the process. So here, yes, let's address the. Okay, we did that. Great. This retake ghost muzzle mesh wave paint, that is crucial because this is one of the most important thing for the universal sonic mount rig. Well, many things are very important, but this is particularly iconic, let's say like that. So here I need these meshes. Let's start by that. I'll start expanding. I don't want these ones because this is the lips region. Maybe I should exclude that. I'm not sure right now. Now let's include this to start with. Okay, then more, and yeah, some more, and where that goes. Should I include that in the shrink wrapping? It's all that. Okay, so alright, this is okay, feasible. So I'm going to, because there were a lot of changes here, let's go to a selection of these vertices. Muzzle region, muzzle full. Yeah, I'll have to create a new, yeah, just muzzle, yeah, hide, muzzle new, neo, set sort by name, assign. Also, I think this is for the head, this is 1D. Sort by name. Select. Okay, what is muzzle full? Something like that, and maybe even more. Muzzle neo, alright. Muzzle region. Yeah, this is done. Don't need that one. So let's get the muzzle full. No, I want the muzzle neo. I'm gonna duplicate that selection, then bring that to the muzzle ghost control. It's not selectable because it's invisible. Control J to join. Now it's both meshes are here, the old and the new. The old one is already, the middle there is already yeah, closed. There's no mouth hole, so this is the old one. This I can, I guess, just no, let's do something. Well, there's this technique of hold on, this is confusing. I just want to select, make sure I'm selecting this, right? I don't know what this happened, then it doesn't matter. Okay, all closed, and so the mouth, the lips can surf on top of this. Alright, then the problems here is that I've joined, but I'm gonna delete all groups of this thing. I need to transfer. I'm use Shift Alt R rest position. Select this and this, so it's transferring all the new waves here. So it's wave paint mode. So let's do. No need the armature here. So this is the muzzle goes dynamic. The other one I think I'm gonna, no, it could be useful in some case, I'm not sure yet. Transfer waves, that will be vertex group, nearest vertex interpolated, then all that, by name, and there we go. But There are a lot of things here to be deleted, like these twig lips, for example. We don't want them shrink wrapping at all, so this will cause problems. Then all the other is modifiers. Anything else? So lip, let's see if there's anything about lip here. Hide lip, depth. Okay, these are old, but just to make sure, I'm gonna delete. There are more. Yeah, I should to clean up this mod shrink wrap lips inside. Yeah, no, this is. So I'm just gonna delete all this lip stuff, just to. And here a thing that I need to recall the Blender devs request. This is very complicated. This is not highlighted in any way, so you can get completely confused about what it happened to me on stream. I thought I've lost the, most likely was that, I thought that I've lost the, okay. Of course, I don't need all those vertex group, but we need vertex group collections. That's the future organization management for Blender 4. I don't know, 0.3 maybe, point something. Soon. They should get that. That will make things much easier. So I could have a collection just for the wave paint, that the vertex groups that I wanted to transfer. Not a single active, but not all, but organized by collections, right? That will be the. Okay, so now that I have this, first thing is clear that this has got, well, it's not clear, but I'm gonna enable that. And well, it should be, so what we'll be seeing here, I need to, what's happening here? Why my mesh suddenly, okay, this is the shrink wrapping effect, right? No? Oh, I think I've did something horrible. I think I've deleted the mesh. Alright, so hopefully I have backup here. Let's see if that is correct. So I hate dealing with objects in Blender, yet at so far, and it's so easy to disrupt stuff just as I did. Alright, so let's go do that again. Probably I will lose the... Okay, let's do some cleaning up there, because are these called depth or tweak? Depth. Those are all depth lips. Exactly. So let's clean that up. So lip, yeah. This, yeah, I'll leave there. Then tweak lips. This is old. Let's delete them. Any other lip stuff? This is also old. This mouth lip. Actually, yeah, these are for bendy bones, but they are so... I've made so many changes that this is probably deprecated, so better just delete. And then that should be it. And those are hide stuff that maybe needs to have some revision. So now I'm gonna save this on top of this BH, the last one. So here now I should not fail on this. I'm going to get the muzzle again. So the problem of the Okay, so I have the muzzle region, which I can delete. I have the muzzle full, which I'm gonna duplicate that. Hide muzzle neo again. So it's 1D, no space here. Sort by name, then muzzle full, but take off some selection here. We include these. Yeah, include these ones. Include that maybe. Yeah, let's do that, and then here take off this, no, this and this. Alright, and also this and even this. Yeah, so let's assume that's the no, this include. So we'll call that maximum waves, assign muzzle, no, not to muzzle full, muzzle, well, muzzle full won't do any difference, I guess. So yeah, I don't care about muzzle full. This is the, okay, save here. So shift D, I forgot to shift D, separate selection. Now go back here, let's change to rest position. Let's get to the mouth pose thing, not mouth pose, the muzzle goes dynamic. Let's delete all groups, then let's join these into the muzzle ghost, right? Then now the muzzle ghost, let's do again this, what is this? Okay, what is this select? Okay, I think this is the new one. Okay, I don't know what is happening. Let's hide this and let's just address this. So they are stacking, of course. Let's see. Now I've expanded and there we go. So this is the new one and the only thing remaining. So here, there we go, faces, we see. Now I need, okay, rest position. Now select the mesh, select this, wave paint, waves, transfer waves, nearest face interpolated, new by name, there we go, transfer. Then here okay, this is the face, this is the muzzle, and for this lip, delete everything about lip, whatever remained of the deformed bones. This is for the other, so don't care about. There, and take this off because it can get confusing. Now what to do about that? Okay, let's go back with this pose position. I can save, and certainly here we're going, oh, need to, yeah, most likely there will be an immediate oh, I forgot to wave paint the well, you see with the new this is getting funny, but we don't have transform for the nose, which is strange. Well, this is I wasn't expecting this to be working like that, but okay, but there should be Yeah, there you go. Dependency cycles, crazy. Of course, these are happening as I suspected. There might be many things of causing them, but mainly I think is because now I have the I need to disable the shrink wrap bone constraints for these lip bones because they are deformed bones. Basically what is happening, if I would theorize, is that the mesh of the muzzle, there's a wave painting on that, but it's shrink wrapping partially, right, to the muzzle ghost, which is behind invisible. The lips deform bones, they deform the face, but they do not deform the yes, that is that they deform the face, but they do not deform the ghost, the other mesh. That's why I deleted their vertex groups from that object. However, and this is the universal sonic rig principle, one of them. The other thing is that, however, if they got a shrink wrap bone constraint, they not only deform this mesh, which gets shrink wrapped to that, but they themselves are shrink wrapping. So this is double shrink wrap. They are shrink wrap. Okay, they are both deformed bones and mesh are shrink wrapping to the same mesh object there, but this is causing the dependency cycle, this double shrink wrap, because the deformed bones shrink wrapped by bone constraints would be also carrying the deformed vertex groups of the same mesh they deform. Yeah, so double shrink wrap, double, so that's crazy, but it doesn't disrupt the rig, it still sort of work, but with dependency cycles. So here I'm gonna save this. I have to close Blender, open again, and see if this, I'm gonna probably delete these shrink wraps. Also, there's another thing that I'm not yeah, so there's a risk here. Okay, no, you see, no problem. And as soon as I enable just one, okay, so no, never mind. So what was that? Okay, so I don't know, apparently that maybe it's one of the bones. Let's try something radical here. I don't understand. Maybe it's just these bones. It makes no sense to me. Yes, it's enabled. How is this possible? Well, no, maybe I was wrong, folks, so I don't understand. Anyways, this is shrink wrapped and it is carrying the deformed bones, unshrink wrapped, of course. Oh, that makes a difference, of course. I have no idea now why this is not causing the dependency cycles. This is being wild in terms of working. So surprisingly good. I think I've never achieved this amount of possibilities on so if I turn off yeah, let's pick all these bones. Even these can be shrink wrapped. I think this is dangerous, but yeah, and unnecessary maybe. But then these are just controlled bones, right? So these ones are more important. So it's not required. So yeah, too much stuff. So let's do that. So if I turn this off and turn this off, we see that this is not a so huge change, right? Still, because the mesh is still but one cool thing is that I can it looks like that the mesh is not, no, it can't be, the mesh is following. There are some stuff that seem to sometimes get a bit loose, or it's just a visual impression. Yeah, this is just texture problems there. It's not the big deal here. It's not a thing to... Yeah, so as you can see, there is the problem of more is worse, right? So if I had these, like just 3 bones, I'm trying to make some fake of the... Yeah, so this happens. It's difficult to control their alignment, to have a straight shape, right? You see what I mean, right? So there's too much subtleties, and this makes, of course, this is good for expressions, but for the kind of cartooning I'm making, this can be... And so the problem of that is that for the character I have, there are not so many, so I don't know how to... There's no such thing like... Okay, there is, actually, there is a solution. It's bizarre, but I found something. I can disable the deform property of a bone. Of course, in the middle of animation that'll cause strangeness, yeah, because it's not gradual. So no, it's not a good solution. But I could like have an extra bone that will have combined, right? And then I could disable... I could still disable it. I mean, I could, yeah, I could use either the system with those 2, or either the system with the 1, only 1, and the only one would be the default one, and but that will be sort of annoying and complicated. So I'm just uncertain. There's another character in which having more could be better. Another possibility would be bendy bone segments. So changing the bendy bone segmentation could provide the curvatures required. It's a strange proposition, but I'm thinking. So I could have a spline here, but I'll be missing one bone. So yes, I'll still have to. So I could have a spline here, like the 2 splines, as so in a total of 8 bones, I think, or 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 of wave 8 bone like the universal sonic melt rig, why it would look better, why this seems similar? Because universal sonic melt rig and my rig here, these character designs, they are similar, right, in some aspects, character design aspects. So this is why those matchings are not just arbitrary. There is a right. So there's some usefulness in following this for my particular character design because of the similarities. It's not just because it's better rigging. No, it will be better for this character. Then, to compensate for the lack of, I can change the segmentation in real time by so there will be a bone here stretching. Oh, but that will, yeah, that will be a mad thing, right? So what I could do here is just create a new bone and disable this one. So these bones will be like they'll be like resting, right, folks? And I leave the wave painting as they are, like they will be backup stuff. And I'll see if with lesser bones I can achieve. So no bendy bones, because that will be more complicated. Although I like the idea of the changing of the, but they will complicate a lot of things. Yeah, we can add drivers, so we can make the segmentation be reduced to 1. So the bone would be here. This might be strange, and then so with more segments we could make this curvature here if we wanted. So you see here I'm sort of could have some trouble with lesser bones because maybe I wouldn't be able to shape certain expressions. Alright folks, so as you can see there's advantages and disadvantages, but the fact is that this is getting quite powerful at this point. I wasn't expecting to have so much good results with just some small tweaks. No, wave painting lips, real wave paint lips is not small tweaks. It's actually time consuming and challenging, but we were successful following the ideas of the universal sonic melt rig. Then we also were successful in the in re-updating this finally. There we go. This very annoying. And then now there's the lips. Yeah, we'll focus on the lips. Okay, let's add this additional something like lips extra, yeah, reduced 8 depth bones, reduced lips re. So now this is too confusing. Just add default diagonal for diagonal lip bones. Yeah. Instead of current 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Do not delete the 8. Yeah, and wave paint. Yeah, just do not delete the older 8 diagonal big bones. Turn off their deform properties. Alright, that's the way to go. So this will be for our test later, very good test, but then expand leads mesh checks result. Yeah, this is annoying mesh stuff. Still not the melt interior, but mesh stuff that it's a little fuzzy for me right now, this part of the lips, because I'm still trying to remember what I'll have to reinvestigate my past rig at some point in time, not too far ago from here, just 1 month, maybe less than that, and then and then see what was working for the lip so that I could get the atomic shape key for the lip work. I believe that what I had, it was just that, not just, but I had the lips outside here, like a subdivision here that would be here, so I was shaping the outer lip by this, and this is okay, this doesn't need to match the, so what that did in difference, that I could shape the anatomy of the lips, the volume, with shape keys from mesh which is not being shrink wrapped to the yes, but this also creates some problem. So let's try to do something here and just address that. I'm going to change the material here. The old way it was lipstick, I think, yeah. Okay, it's the same. Okay, now I can also, okay, let's use this another color just to see the difference. Let's see what's happening with what happens to that mesh there. What is, I'm not sure what is this intersection there. It could be because of what I've just did. Yeah, I'm too tired to think about that, but the idea is that I'll have to investigate that. No, this is, yeah, I cannot go back in time, so I leave that as it is. Let's go back and not save. So the cool things, yeah, this is starting to get finally, well, let's see, muzzle in mouth interior. Let's see, yeah, the render is looking not too bad here. Let's see if we can get anything of it. Yeah, there's the automation of these bones, but I'll skip that because this automation depends on, will depend on the change of the simplification of the lips, right? So see, I have a problem here with the lower arcade on that. Yeah, so for getting this kind of expressions, yeah, so it's not that this character has it, but this is 3D. I have to, yeah, so I have to train a lot. This is just testing this. the experiment, but the melt interior is just too bad currently. I need to do that. Maybe it'll be possible tomorrow, but I'm just testing what I can achieve here. This is quite expressive, right? In a sort of caricatural ways, for sure, but it's already proving very powerful. It's just there are too many things going on, right? Of course, I can simplify this arcades and change the controllers, improve the automation, but that will be much better once I have why I don't have eyes and hair. Let's see the whole character just to figure out if there's the mouth interior now is too messy too. Yeah, so the lack of automation is will be I wonder if with lesser bones the automation will be as required. I think yes, it's still good to have automation. Yeah, this is starting to work well, but the shading here I have is horrible. Sorry folks. Something about the I was exploring some effects and with EV apparently I need to keep researching ways to simplify everything. So just the sunlight, you see, it's sometimes it's better than everything else. And yeah, I don't like this current shading. I was looking for some crispy effects, but actually this now I'm thinking that crispy is not the way, and still having large difficulty with finding a style, proper style. Oh, the wave painting of the muzzle, yeah. Muzzle. No, it's not muzzle. It's actually the a tweak muzzle. This I know. Yeah, I know what that is. So this is something I forgot. And transfer, of course, to the ghost. That is, so this is very important. I need to retake this stuff. Let's move this down, folks. We are down to very little. Yeah, the list seems to never end. But yeah, this was major problem solving. So now this is just the lips thing that I need to reassess. Little thing on the lips system, and yeah, this correction here. Not a big retake, good wave painting to do here after the things. And so let's try to put this in order. I think yeah, maybe that first, then this. Then yeah, expand leaf. Yeah, I need that. Refine solution for natural leaves, and yeah, check also tough interaction with mouse around. Sorry folks, here I'm just about to leave and I resuming. So to enable leaves, yeah. Yeah, this is complicated, and this is why I need to revise what can work there. Last time, then huge rotation mount interior mesh. So when this is fixed, the mount rig will be nearly complete. I can do this on this week actually. It's just that I need to be psychologically prepared. Then assess mount expressions after all. Yes, and make some pose assets. Make pose assets. Yeah, basic. Not basic, yeah, make fundamental pose assets, whatever. So I'll find out some cool mouth expressions. Then we'll start to go slowly into other rig problems. This stretch and squash of lower face, which I'm still not sure which alternative is better. Maybe there is other. Oh, there is the surface deform. No, sorry, not surface deform. Mesh deform modifier, which might be even better than that. Let's see. Without wave painting, yeah. If it's possible to go this. Yes, so this is a little research for me, so this is very new, so it's slightly experimental. I hate that. Okay, so then, yeah, then rig stuff, more armature related stuff. This is interesting. High heel boots. Yeah, I have some plan for this. I'm following a tutorial somewhere with new structures for me I want to test them out, so this will be interesting. Fixed hands, yeah, this is interesting too, and claws, that will be nice too. Then skin unwrap, yeah, might be cool. Well, this is time consuming, but that should be fun. If I can fasten up all this thing, but we're still trying to finish just the mount. It takes a long time. Pelvis rig, this I should find myself a solution on my own, but I should bring some inputs here for that solution. Automation, right? Diagonal pose. This is extremely complicated in Blender. I found one valid solution in action mount constraint, but it's too fragile in my opinion. Not for any reason it got distorted, it got disrupted. I have to do it all over again. Face pose assets, okay. Character design camera, okay, this is very late, and that's it. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. As you can see, expression are starting to shine for the mount rig. Great thanks to Kamal from still the universal sonic mount rig setup that he provided, and cheers to experimentation in rigging, especially organic rigging in Blender. Could be other riggings, doesn't matter, and that is made accessible for artists and whoever wants to do something about that. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and see ya tomorrow or any other time you want. Take care and happy blending.